Distribution spread, but that's instead of the tech, right? Yeah, I remember that now. Another unfortunate thing is we can't advance in our government rank. Especially, well, we're inside the HRE, which is a hard blocker on that one. Well, gotta remember the goal here. The goal here is to wipe out Hungarian. Phew. Again, I get worried about them flipping this one back, even though they can't do it anytime soon. Get rid of those revolts. And I gotta think, what will help me purge the Hungarian scum? I have to rip the lands from the Ottomans. I would so buy audio tracks of Jake reading my favourite books. You should submit some. No one's ever actually asked me to do that, and I would definitely do it. I mean, I'd probably do some for free and then start charging, but that's just in my blood. Okay, aggressive expansion is surely melted away, for the most part. I really need to come crashing down on my good friend Bavaria. His allies say no, though. I mean, the alternative is that I take this from the Palatinate. It's Bavarian. It's a better idea, actually, to fight you like that. Take this from you, but make Bavaria annul all their alliances. And I don't know why I said alliances like that. But again, I would like the Commonwealth to help me out with this one. And they're not willing to. Palatines are still the Emperor. They can pull God knows what out of God knows where. We'll save a bit of dosh while we're here. But yeah, that's what I'll do. Plenty of forts to chew through, but such is the way. Only books or other shorter literary works too, of course. I'm an open-minded guy. Zemplin, unless you are producing diamonds or something, you are not worth that to me. Shame that it bumps it up to 20 though. Bumps it up to 50 rather. Right, what was my thinking here? I still want to focus on the military aspects. Admin not quite worth what it was once before. But I think to the point where I'm just going to take that away. Wonderful. Oh, not so wonderful. Hopefully that doesn't get in the way of my relationship with the Commonwealth. It'd be really funny if Babbling Buffoon took over your diplomats even as a free nation and just started insulting your neighbours. I think it's random countries rather than specifically neighbours, but it would still give me the giggles, something good. Improve relations with people closest to Bavaria so they don't want to get on my bad side. At least Brandenburg loves me. He'd still even take that alliance. But I can't love him because he just eats up everything in the HRE. We've faced this problem before. I think something should change. At the very least it should burn away a lot quicker than it does. Worst case scenario is Brandenburg turns hostile towards me, and then I have a huge and extremely threatening person that I can't even eat up to my north. And look at all the aggressive expansion they've gotten from eating all these HRE people. Absolutely jack all. Okay, looks like the Commonwealth are done with their war. How would they feel about helping me out with mine? To shreds, you say? Oh, because they have a truce. Only for 3 more years. And they would have to pay off their debt anyway, so that's okay. That's what I'll do then. Crushing down on the Palatinate, force Bavaria to give up their alliances. I'd better take Oberpfalz while I'm at it though. Otherwise I'll be spending time where my aggressive expansion could be ticking away, and it is indeed not. Is Würzburg not an option, Jake? Well, it is an option. I just don't see that land as nice as Bavarian land. Plus it's in this titchy, crappy culture. Also, Burgundy, Bavaria, Memmingen. I'd rather just strike the ruler of the HRE and put him in his place. That's assuming he doesn't get any alliances between then and now, but he is my rival, so I'd benefit from it. And if I benefit from something, I'm all for it. Yeah, sure, they're all changing anyway. Now that was press something or other. Pressbrock. Angry because... just mad. Not having any revolting on my watch. Not having any net gains on my watch. It leads you further from the autos, Jake. You've shown that's your favourite option already. Ah, man. There's just no winning here. Okay. Burgundy fights Austria. Savoy does not help Austria. Is anyone going to help Austria? Will Austria help Austria? I don't know. They're still a pretty tenacious country. Wurzburg, the Pope, and Burgundy. You know, I'm not so fond of helping anyone fight the Big P. And there's nothing for me to gain here, Austria. Farewell. It's really not in our interests at this time, after all. It's a shame that it hurts us in a lot of interesting ways. Babbling Buffoon and Dishonored Alliance will probably make the Commonwealth less likely to join in here. But it is what it is. 150, 160. Oh, wow. I actually burned through a bit of trust with that one. Should have thought of that. I would have to up their trust to bring them in, but I also need them to gain a bit more favor with me too. That's not so good. Traitor Jake. Yes. Well, I wish Austria the best of luck in this war. Not kidding. Best thing is that Battle Pope unites Italy, takes over Austria, and then leads the true crusade against the Ottomans. Speaking of religious matters, everything continuing to get horribly done in here. I'm making less from my gold because we produce less due to intolerance. So this Reformation has been severely damaging my economy. Did that war request return on army maintenance even though Jake declined? No, the reason I'm paying for my army is because I want to get rid of the rebels from this province. Let's try and save 1 month here. 2 months even. Will you switch to Protestant or stay Catholic? I need the Commonwealth by my side. As long as they stay Catholic, I shall as well. Cowardly perhaps, but I am trying to live here. I'm not running some kind of charity. Despite how it may look some days. Alright, still glad that Brunswick won't get involved. Bavaria is not a concern. Trier? Granted, Trier on their own might be enough to tip the balance here. But I'm not looking for... do I have such a huge truce as well? No, again, it's 39. Don't even remember fighting you. Probably involved some Brandenburgian war. Yeah, that unlawful territory is just to keep them far away. Well, Prower says, can you really call this living, though? No, what you call living is actually sticking to the Get Swole schedule. Or Prower, start logging your workouts. Been waiting for a chance to tell you that. Where have you been? Oh man. Nothing like the heart-pounding action of Nitra as we crawl ourselves to safety away from the Turco menace of Europe. Those cores back, but thankfully... Oh boy, I didn't need those ducats, did I? This Reformation is really hurting. And it feels like my tolerance of heretics is just going down and down. Intolerant society, Catholic, base value. Yeah, I've seen better, must be said. I need more units here just to get rid of that revolt risk. Oh, thank God. That takes care of that. These are the Reformed Zealots, and they are... No, they're in a few places. Okay, well, come on, Pope. I'm helping you out here. I really need to get those points for more stability. Don't know if anybody remembers when we started this disaster. But I think it's going to be with us for some time. And no, we're not allying France. That is just against the rules. Yeah, Commonwealth will only just join in. Well, only just maybe join in. They have to get rid of all of their debt, or I get rid of it for them. And we need a touch more trust. And trust will normalize slowly, very slowly. But boy, if they break up with me even after everything I did for them, then I'm gonna be super sad. Could call it Trier, though Trier is probably 1-for-1 against Bavaria. That leaves me 1-for-1 against Palatinate. Which is probably telling me that I should pull up my socks. But man, revolt risk is so horrible around here. Glad I've got that fort, but I still think I've got my work cut out for me here. Could make things easier just by tolerating heretics, but I do not do that. Tolerating heretics even less, though, that would be killer, though. Jay, can you see the New World? We can't see a damn thing. I can kind of see the Overtons, nice. So the Bohemians are all ready to rise up. Kind of makes me want to declare war just so that my enemies have to deal with them for me. Or my allies can deal with them for me. Frankly, I'm not fussy at this point. I fight you and Bavaria. Trier can come and die for me, but I don't know if the Palatines have any more troops. They probably do. Is it Palatinate or the Palatinate? Of course they have more troops, but it's not a hell of a lot of more troops. These guys can still deal with my rebels for me, surely. But if we should be prepared for them anywhere, it should be an island, you'd think. Attrition? No problem. We're at peace. Is that along Denmark too? Yeah, Denmark's looking pretty peachy. I've integrated Norway. And they're keeping Sweden underfoot too, despite them being a bit big. Militarist Bohemia. Good luck with that. Okay, Commonwealth. They just say no because trust is a bit pants. My own diplomatic reputation notwithstanding. Now I can switch out a guy to get that pretty quickly. But it wouldn't be pretty cheaply. I'd still have to pay for the improved relations individual again, which is probably the best way to bring the Commonwealth into all of this. Yeah, there's no point in me getting my hands dirty. The Commonwealth can do everything, including mopping up my rebs. I mean, like I said, we're not running a charity here. Let's stand by in Moravia. Let's start paying our units fully instead of not at all. And let's say goodbye to some points. Quite a lot of points. 120 of them. I missed them already. And then war very soon. Now I'd be promising Trier land. I have no problem with giving them a touch of land, but I will hate them if they take too much imperial provinces, or too many imperial provinces. But that goes other ways though. I don't really have interest in Palatinate being the emperor. Burgundy actually would work out a bit better since he kind of likes me. He's allied with Spain and the Pope, and hell yes, I actually want Burgundy as the next emperor. That's amazing. For that, we just need Palatinate to die. He's 39, he's not terribly old, but he might die in battle. So, you don't want to join in, and you're no longer interested in his land, Trier? Okay. Okay. Huh. Oh. Oh. Forgot I hadn't grabbed that yet. Might as well keep the individual there. Wait one day to get the Casus Belli. There we go. So if I'm taking that, I promise you land. I call in the Commonwealth, which I can and will do. Then everything's hunky-dory. The alternative, as I said, is just fighting you and fighting everybody. If I consider who your friends are and count them out, it's actually not a lot. It would certainly get me to land a lot faster. And for all I know, Bavaria will just get other better allies following this. Alternatively getting munched up by Austria. But I like the longer version here because it actually cuts down the Palatinate a bit. So that's what we'll do. We'll get the Dip Rep guy, and that way we can't call in our good friends the Commonwealthy. And might as well call in Trier. Let's boogie. And by let's boogie, I mean I'm getting out of here. So long, suckers. How much do you want, Trier? Quite a lot, actually. But not the one province I'm after. This is very hard, Jake. Even the OPMs are OP. I know they are. I am criminally aware of this. Oh wow, I could have just counted on Trier and none other. Look at them go. Speaking of looking at them go. I love it when a plan comes together. Still, Nitra and Spiss are unfortunately rebellious. Sorry for telling it twice, can't tell if you missed or ignored. The music is a tad loud, I can't hear you clearly. Well, no one else is saying that, so I'm keen to ignore. Don't want to lose papal influence. So, the clergy can have a bit of power. I don't think I've relied upon my estates in quite some time. But their admin support has come and gone. When I can get it next, though, it's going to be a big one. And then there's the accursed nobility. I don't need their stuff just yet, although I would really like that. Could call a diet and get 100 out of them. Could call a diet, and they have decline at the moment, so decline will run out in 10 years. There's no point waiting the 10 years when I can grab this here and now. I like having good generals. Well, he's no good. He is kick fodder. Well, get to work, subjects. These lands won't annex themselves. Unrest reduction is kind of nice given the situation that we're in. That said, even with friendly troops -5, it's only -2 right about here. I'd need to boost stability even more, which is horrible. Well, what's the life without a bit of adminicide? And even then, it's kind of gruesome here. do what we can do. I'd rather just not have to deal with reformed zealots, and that almost does it. That so very almost does it. There we go. It's not like we're going to be gaining the war exhaustion from this, so get to work, guys. Yeah, we need to do something with that third merchant. We collect here in Wien, which is kind of nice. We could do what exactly? Well, we're going to drag it in from Ragusa. It's going to bring a titchy bit more money. But most importantly, it's going to give us another 10% power here. So looking at it, we actually have the third biggest power here. And when it comes to it, we make the second most money. That I can get behind. Trier are probably not going to be too happy with what I'm doing here, but hey, we're just chilling. I'm going to improve relations with Burgundy ahead of time. I already have, but we'll do it more. And I also want more of a spy network in Bavaria, because I'm going to be putting that to use. I guess the one I have on Palatinate is not so useful anymore. It feels like 10% morale from Plutocratic really sells itself as a middle group. Yeah, I'm really feeling the gains. My army is unmatched here. Just about out of revanchism. The national unrest bonus is dripping away. Good job, Team Me. Apparently then the enemies still number many. Where are they? Guess they just ran away like the cowards that they are. And just keep rolling those generals. Ooh, loose lips. Trying to remember if there were any good events associated with that, but unlikely. I want to keep my prestige high though. I mean, I dread to think that there are people coming in even now who haven't watched one of my streams before, but they've heard, oh, Jake's an amazing player, can't wait to see his incredible strats, as I sit back and do nothing. Well, not quite nothing. I run, head between my legs, far away as I can from the Ottoman menace. It's not ideal, I know. Pop goes one of our generals as well. Oh man. Bohemia brought down to joining trade leagues. Okay, sure enough, Trier are taking everything they want out of this. And Bavaria, I'm not fussy. I want to make peace with you as soon as possible, as long as it involves giving me... Oh man, that humiliation cries out to me, but I can't be tempted. I need you to not have these friends. Memmingen I don't care so much about. Brunswick, potentially, but I need to just be able to strike down you next time. And the money would be nice, but we would get none of it. So it's not a lot to ask. Once their capital falls, I imagine they'll be only too happy to oblige. Oh, jeez, guys. Churn up my attrition a bit more, please. Religious and humanism are often seen as go one or the other, but I'm gonna try to avoid taking them. I mean, this really was the era of religious wars, so go with one or the other, but I'm gonna try and avoid it. Mostly because I wanted these two to go... No, I took aristocratic because I wanted to take a crappy idea group. Took influence because then I wanted to go republican. Took plutocratic because I love plutocratic, even if it's not that good. And next up, I'm probably going to have to go Diplo, was it? No, I'm looking at the wrong one here, aren't I? I got no choice but to go diplomatic. This is the most expensive disaster I've had in a long time. Get to work. I think gone are the days of the Moldavian super general. We all remember him, right? Ongoing battles is stopping them from wanting peace. And now just being a stubborn fool is stopping them from wanting peace. They'll see the light soon. That's their army, brown bread. Lost conquest on the Ottomans, we got something far better. Okay, there we go, get peace with these guys. And it's just a case of tearing down the Palatinate. So I can come back to Bavaria in 8 years, and everything will be fine. And then there's the slight matter of you. I want this one province. I would love all your money, but there's no point in taking that. Here I can get the humiliation, and Trier is unhappy, so we'll give him some land. Now he's super happy and he doesn't want anything more. I'd rather give him the highest developed province here, and that's whatever this one is. Oh, it's a capital as well. That's precious. You're taking that. I don't care what you say. Just right, who are we playing as today? Glorious Nitra. And granted, our glory has been higher in previous days, but we'll take what we can get here. Walls are breached. Bring him down. Boy, Austria, what a joke country. And they've lost it. Brizgau, is that it? Whatever the case, it's gone now. And please, I just want... Oh wow, even Great Britain has some votes going here. Alright. Alright, they are super happy. They would be super duper happy if I gave them even more. And I don't think I'd object to that. Give me a tonking big truce with the Emperor, but I'm not sure I'm worried about that. I get my humiliation, I don't get my war reparations, but boo-hoo, humiliation is worth it. Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, there's no way Trier would ever stab me in the back following this. Aggressive expansion is acceptable from that. Those cores going. It's not like we suffered even a fraction of war exhaustion from that outside of our allies tromping all over us. And we have another fort here, but it's not an important fort. Landshut is a lot better. I mean, this mountainous fort is, but gotta think positioning here. In any case, this fort doesn't need to exist. Goodbye. We'll take it. Speaking of things we take, I need the claims down here soon. Bavarian Nitra border looking worse. Look, I'm just wanting to take over Bavarian culture here. I'll take it one culture at a time. I will probably promote Bavarian as well, so that things aren't too shabby. And would you go away, Wurzburg? Don't care about you. I did kick them down, but they're still preferable. No, Bavaria, that's a bad thing. I'd rather keep the Palatinate in power than have the Bavaria take over. Commonwealth, now there's something I can get behind. But hey, if we slaughter enough of these guys, we might even become an elector. And isn't that an exciting prospect? We are oligarchic. We won't be oligarchic. Go away. When we get this, we can become administrative, which is ever so much better. But that's a whiles away. Okay, I gotta stop letting all my forts go up. It's probably for the better that they do, because forgetting it the other way around is all that much worse. We barely got any prestige for all of that. That's funny. Right, if I'm taking anything, it's the forts, so they don't bother me again. Then again, that's not Bavarian. I just hope that the, yeah, The Commonwealth are always going to want these provinces because it's in their culture group. However, now